Hi dear friends, and a warm welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to see you once again in today's new video. So today I'm going to be trading based on the resistance level, the support level. I'll be looking at the uptrends and the downtrends before opening a trade, and also I'm going to be trading on 15 seconds Japanese candlesticks and opening trades from 1 to 5 minutes. So today I'm going to be working out on situations I'm quite familiar with and try and hit my goal for today, and hopefully by the end of this video I'm able to hit my goal. So stay tuned until the end of the video, and also don't forget to support the channel by liking this video, sharing this video, commenting down below, and also subscribing down below to my channel. Let me find my first entry point. Just at this moment I already see the first entry point, and I'll explain it to you. Here at the top you can see the resistance level. You can also see that at the moment there is an upward movement here. The price is approaching the level and there's still room to the level. In this situation, I'm going to open a trade with the reserve for 3 minutes to go up on the uptrend. I think that in the near future, the price will continue to move to this level, and I'll try and make very good profit on this upward movement. I use 3 minutes with the reserve, taking into account the possible retracement or the pullback down, because at the moment I can see that the price is moving in the retracement zone. But since the price has a good upside potential here, I think that this time will be enough time for this. At the same time, I can see that the trading zone is moving in an uptrend here. That is that the price lows are being updated and becoming higher. And this once again proves the fact that the price has an excellent potential for an uptrade. Let me wait for the results of this trade. This is awesome, friends. As you can see, the price continued to move to the level and I got great profit. I managed to make money on this upward movement. 3 minutes was enough time for this. At the same time, I can see that the price approached the level and there was a small pullback down. Now I'll watch the price for a while and maybe I'll open the next trade here. So friends, after some time, you can see that after the pullback, the price turned around and continued moving towards the level again. At the moment, you can see there is some kind of compression here. It's quite possible that in the near future this level will be broken through. So here I'm going to open the next trade for 1 minute on the upside, because it's possible that I'll get into a very impulsive upward price movement here into the very breakdown of the level, because I can see that in the upward movement confident impulsive green candlesticks are mostly formed. Let me wait for the end of this trade. Quite good, friends. You can see the price continued to move up. This level was broken through, and here I made money on the breakdown of the resistance level. 1 minute was quite enough time for this trade. You can see that I've already predicted 2 situations correctly so far. So with the right strategy, you can be able to make very good profit. So let me go on. So here we have a resistance level at the top. At the same time, I can see that the price has approached my level quite impulsively and confidently. Immediately, I'm going to open a 1 minute trade down. Surely after a confident upward movement from the level, there will be a reaction. The price will get into the correction zone and there will be a pullback in the opposite direction. And as a rule, in such a situation, 1 minute is enough time for this. I'm hoping that this time there will be a downward pullback and we'll be able to work on this downward correction movement. Let me wait for the results. This is quite good, friends. As you can see, there was indeed a reaction from the resistance level and a pullback occurred. This is where I made very good profit, and as you can see, 1 minute was quite enough time for this. Let me find my next working situation. So I decided to open the next trade here on the same currency pair after a while, because I can see that after the downward pullback, the price has turned around. You can see that the green candlesticks have begun to form and the price began to go beyond the level. In this situation, I'm going to open a 1 minute trade on the upside. It's quite possible that in the near future, this level will be broken through as the price has excellent upside potential. You can see the confident impulsive green candlesticks that are formed, and just at the moment of opening the trade, the next impulsive green candlestick began to form. I think that we'll get into the very impulsive upward movement here, into the very breakthrough of the level. Let's wait and see. This is awesome. You can see the level has really been broken through, and here I made very good profit. I also correctly managed to predict 2 deals in a row. As you can see, the situation was quite similar to our previous situation. All this once again proves the fact that most of the market situations are periodically repeating themselves, and my task is to find and recognize them in time and open a trade in connection with the decision made. Let me find my next working situation. So friends, here I can see after the breaking through of the level, the price has stopped and began to form a confident impulsive red candlestick. In this situation, I'm going to open a trade literally for 1 minute on the downside. It's possible that in the near future, after breaking the level, the price will also fall into the correction zone. There will be a pullback in the opposite direction. In such situations, 1 minute is also quite enough. So I'm going to try and make very good money on this downward correction movement. Let me wait for the end of this trade. So friends, here as you can see, the price got into the haggling zone. There was a slight pullback down, but I have time to make profit here. 1 minute was enough time for me, and as you can see, some trades close more confidently and others less confidently. So this is the market and you have to be ready for everything. You also have to be ready for the fact that there may be minus trades, but I still got a profit here. Let me continue. So below here we have the support level. I can see that from a certain point the price has turned around and is moving downwards. At the same time, I can see that the main price maximum has been updated. It becomes lower than the previous one, which means that the price has a good potential to go down. In this situation, I'm going to open a trade with a margin for 5 minutes on the downside. It is quite possible that in the near future, the price will continue to move to the level. So I'm going to try and make very good money on this downward movement. So I use 5 minutes with a reserve, taking into account the possible retracement or the pullback up. But let me wait and see the end of this trade. This is quite good. You can see that the price continued moving towards a level and I made very good profit. I managed to make money on this downward movement and 5 minutes was enough time for this. You can also see that the price has not yet reached the support level yet. So I'm going to watch this price for a while and maybe I'll open the next trade here. So friends, here I can see that after a while, there was a small pullback up. The price began to move in a wave-like manner, but it's still approaching the level, and now once again there is a small pullback up. So here I'm going to open a trade for 2 minutes on the downtrend. Since here I can see that the price has a good downside potential, it's more likely that the price will continue to move towards the level. Also, the overall price potential is going down. The major price highs are also getting lower. I hope that in this situation, 2 minutes will be enough time for this and I'll be able to capitalize on this downward movement. So let me observe this price and see. This is awesome, friends. As you can see, the price has continued to move towards the level and I made very good profit here. I managed to capitalize on this downward movement, and as you can see, I correctly predicted 2 trades in a row again. I correctly determined further price movement here. The situations work out quite perfectly, and in the meantime, you see I already have 3,500 as my deposit right now. So I'm going to open one last trade for today. I'm going to find a good working situation. Here I can see that there was a good confident upward trend and there is also a resistance level, and here I can see that after the pullback the price approached the level and this level was broken, and just at the moment green candlesticks continue to form. The price is confidently moving downwards, but I think that in the near future, after the uptrend and breaking the level, the price will get into the correction zone. You see there was a pullback in the opposite direction. So as I'm just waiting for this moment, I'll be opening a 1 minute trade. Now I'll just wait for the moment when the price stops and the red candlestick starts to form. This will be a sign that the price has stopped and there is some kind of fading, and more likely in the near future the price will get into the correction zone and there will be a pullback down. So friends, as you can see, the price has stopped and red candlesticks have started to form, and here I'm going to open a 1 minute trade down and try and make very good money on this downward correction movement. And as you already know, 1 minute is enough time in this situation, so let me wait and see the results. This is excellent. As you can see, the price has really hit the correction zone. There was a downward pullback and you can see I managed to make money on this downward correction movement. I correctly predicted the further price movement again. So these situations really work out quite well, and meanwhile you see I already have more than $5,000 as my deposit, and I'm going to finish here and fix the profit and leave the market. So as you saw, I made very good profit today and hit my goal. So you saw that most of the market situations repeat themselves. That means that you can find such similar situations, practice on them and train as much as possible, and you'll be able to gain more experience and be able to make very good profit on your own. If you have any questions concerning today's trades, you can ask them down below in the comment section or in my private chat. And also don't forget to support the channel by liking this video, sharing this video to your friends and family, subscribing down below and hitting the notification bell. So until next time, good luck in your trades. Bye bye.